So we have these, we're going to pretend like these are passports. These are identity cards because we're traveling today, guys. We're traveling. All right. So last week, as we got to know people, all right, as we got to know people, we learned nom and prénom. What's the difference between nom and prénom?
Last name and first name.
Last name and first name. But I put a blank here. Why is there a blank? Harriet?
Because you have to add your like my mom prénom.
Well, you could put a mon, but you're right. You need some type of article, right?
Yeah, like
yeah.
Something like that.
So is it un or une here?
Since nom une.
No, it's un. These are masculine. Un, non, un prénom. Now, what is pseudo? What is pseudo? Senegal. How about French Polynesia? Guadeloupe, Martinique. Anybody ever been there? No. Senegal. Yep. Ivory Coast, Madagascar with all the lemurs. Anybody into lemurs?
I love them.
No. I had a student one year who was totally obsessed with lemurs. And so every project he did, there was a lemur in it. Somehow there was a lemur in it. Okay, so so obviously Switzerland has some French speaking. Belgium has some French speaking. Okay, so our two little hard-eyed people are going to travel, and if we're gonna travel along with them. And so how would we say hello? We're going to ask somebody's name, and we did this once, but I don't think we're going to review it today. Accent aigu, ah, okay. Accent aigu, ah. So how do you tell the difference, class, between accent aigu and accent grave? Can I tell you a story? All right. Accent aigu means acute. It means acute, sharp. Okay, it's the sharp accent. Aigu means sharp. So there's this dude here. And he is in acute pain. I mean, oh, wait a minute. I mean, he's very sad. I mean, you see, he's in sharp pain. You see, he's doubled over in pain, everybody. He is doubled over in sharp pain. Oh, la la. I mean, it is bad. It is sharp. It is aigu. See him leaned over? Well, class.
He's living in Spain without the S.
His pain was so sharp, class. This is accent grave. This is accent grave. Yes, class. That it was so sharp that he fell into his grave and he died. And French class just took a dark turn. But that's how you remember it. Aigu, leaned over, grave, falling into the grave.
It's grave because it's like a grave fate, like grave fate.
Exactly. Okay. Grave. So that's how you can remember. I know it's kind of dark, but my goodness.
I think you can make it darker.
We're not going to. We're going to leave the accents right there.
F in the chat for respect.
You can remember. We're going to do baby shark, accent aigu, 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 grave, tréma. All right. And then we have our accents. All right. So now we're going to practice. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms with your eye chart. one of you, you hold up your eye chart to your partner. Partners, you get to read. Doctor, if they're having trouble, help them out. Say, no, I think that's Y, okay? If you need your notes, okay? So I'll put you in and then change roles. The other one, put it up. That's why I wanted you to write dark, because you're putting it up to the camera, okay? Emery, read. We're doing really well. Some of you still had your cheat sheets, and that's fine. It takes a little bit of practice, and we'll keep working on it. We're not going to spend like weeks and weeks on the alphabet, because you're aware of it, and then we keep practicing. All right, so give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Maintenant, thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm gonna say the letter, and if I'm right, say yep, you're right.
Madam.
Okay, so now you've spelled your name, you've traveled, and it is time. Okay, they've traveled and they're going to study French when they get there. Okay, they're going to study some French. Okay, so they've arrived and they've said, bonjour, 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 salut, right? But now, what's coming up next is you want to find out how somebody's doing, right? Like, hey, how are you, right? Okay. So, ça va? Oh oui, bien merci, bien merci. Ça va bien? Et toi? Et toi? So we're going to ask how everybody's doing. How everybody's doing. Okay, so ça va. And look, it has that cédille on it. It has that little, remember that little thing he was doing? It's only on the C, because if he didn't, it would be ka. This makes the C say ça va. Well, maybe you were doing really well. Très bien. Très bien. Très bien. Now, do you hear that nice French R? Très bien. Do you hear that French R at the back of your throat? Très bien. Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous? She would say, oh, très bien, merci. She can still respond the same way. Bien, très bien. You could be super bien. We did super bien, I think, with our snail class, right? We did super bien.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, super bien. Bonjour, Arthur, ça va? Ça va bien? Ah, and look, he says, et vous? Okay. So bringing it together, then we'll practice the last few minutes here. Informal situations. Bonjour, salut, coucou. You saw coucou on the video, right? Coucou. Ça va? Et toi? Okay. Formal situations, make sure you say bonjour. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment allez-vous? They mean the same thing. How are you doing? How are you? But the level of language has to change. And then et vous. And that's what you're going to practice this week on Flipgrid. You get to be a kid on one of your Flipgrid, and then you get to be an adult on another Flipgrid where your classmates will have to greet you with bonjour, monsieur, bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
Okay. And then we have to say goodbye. Not quite yet. You've learned au revoir, salut, à demain, see you tomorrow. See you soon. And plus the day of the week. We could say, see you. For you guys, I only see you guys once a week. À lundi. But if you're going to see somebody on Friday, you would say à vendredi. So let's practice. Oh, pardon. All right. So we're going to have an A and a B in the middle here. A is going to greet B